they're just going to fill this air with oxygen, or fill this area with oxygenated air, which is kind of a cool little side effect. Hello everyone, Thranxes here, and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included, episode 11. Where we have quite a bit of work ahead of us. So we fixed our electricity problem. But now look, we're leaking hydrogen up into here, so this absolutely is going to need to be changed to a double airlock system. Which means we're going to need, We're going to need the heavy watt wire in place here. So let's go ahead and deconstruct these. Both of those, please. And also we'll dig that out. Now I noticed we had petroleum here waiting to be swept up, so let's go ahead and say this can be for any crude oil or petroleum. Naphtha probably eventually, but for now it's not a thing we need to worry about. Okay, now that we've gotten that taken care of, let's go ahead at a very high priority, please. Go ahead and we'll do these two doors. And we're going to need this deconstructed as well, which means this will have to be dug out. Right, and then we're going to do one up there like that. And here will be two of them. And that should help. And then we'll just have to put a filter here temporarily that pushes the hydrogen back into this area. Thanks to Taku Samurai for grabbing that plastic. So we're getting this area done, but I want this ladder to also become plastic. So we actually have quite a lot that I'm trying to get done. At this point, let's go ahead and deconstruct these ladders, please. But we're also going to move... our exosuit dock. So I think we're going to do that, and then change that to a solid one, and then add 2, 3, 4 exosuit checkpoints. They'll already be on the power supply, which means we'll be able to take this oxygen pipe here. What's going to be the best way to do this? It's going to be to split it like this. Yeah. Sure, that's fine. Wait. Nope. Just the buildings, please. Kinda got those backwards. I'm very glad that I noticed that. If you were shouting at your screen, thank you. I heard you, actually. Right. The checkpoint goes here. The docks. Okay, and now I can't seem to... Let's try it again. The dock will go here. Oh, let's try it again. Checkpoint first. Checkpoint needs docks to function. Goodness gracious. Can we handle it? Okay, excellent, good. Now, as you were... Right, that means piping and power is already good to go, which means this transformer will have a lot of its burden taken off of it. What we're going to do is we're going to say, go ahead and destroy all of those, and then get me some plastic ladders. Yes. Wonderful. Now, as long as this is hooked up, everyone should undock their exosuits here when they're leaving. I think it's time to go ahead and speed everything up. The other thing I want to do is make sure that only individuals who have the proper athletics are going to be the one going into the exosuit zone. So we're going to control that here with this checkpoint. Request exosuit, yep. And then that means here we're going to deconstruct all of you. And then I guess we'll go ahead and say the wires for there, and why not the gas pipes as well. Might as well delete all those different intersections. Everybody left their exosuits, even though there's no room, that's okay. That's okay, once the checkpoint is cleared, we should not see any idle duplicants for a little bit. Oxygen, let's go ahead and empty that. Now, if I know, yeah, how these worked in the past, these oxygen bottles have a tremendous amount of oxygen. So let's talk about this. This happened before when we broke the oxygen bottles way down here where the exosuit checkpoint was. They have 200 kilograms in them. So as we empty them, yeah, another 200 kilograms. They're just gonna fill this air with oxygen, or fill this area with oxygenated air, which is kind of a cool little side effect. Now, is everybody good here? Okay, no power to the lock, which I'm not 100% why, so nothing is running at all. There's not a single generator on this side of things. Well, let's go ahead and set this up before I forget. That's not on purpose. Batteries are empty. We could get to the coal. Alright, let's say you have default access to get down there now to where the coal is. And we're going to empty this final bottle of oxygen. And then once the coal is delivered... No, well, careful going over there, but okay. It's fine. Really? There's air to breathe down here? That's curious. Okay, well, once you guys cross this checkpoint here, we're going to eventually get these suits ready to go, and then we're going to disable this door here. There you go. Permissions disabled. Gonna have to take a suit. There you go. Alright. Air pump's working hard. I like it. Excellent. You know, we do need algae. It might be worth just extending this ladder up like this. Let's make sure we're not going to catch any... Ooh, wait, no, not that one. Let's make sure we're not going to catch any germs. Nope, dig in there. Okay, we're fine. Using that algae up. Okay, good. Good. So it looks like things are going. Why are we not generating petroleum? Because insufficient resources. But the petroleum is being piped up. The pump is running. That's curious. Where's... Ooh, right. Okay. Yeah, right. It's not pumping. That will be a problem. Okay, so now that should fix the hydrogen issue we had going on in here. I think the plastic can be stored somewhere specific. I think that's probably the best way to go about that. So what we'll do is we'll say all the plastic, as soon as it's ready, needs to be delivered here. Okay, so now for this, let's say default permissions are none. And who are my top athletic individuals? So let's look at power, right? So it's going to be Sylvia Fox, Justin B, Otaku Samurai, Shere Khan. We're just going to do it. That makes sense. The people that have been here the longest are going to have the highest. Right, so it's going to be Otaku Samurai, Shere Khan, Sylvia Fox, and Justin B. Okay, so now the people with the fastest athletics will be the only people able to take exosuits. And no one can go down here to fill up the coal generators anymore. And our petroleum generator is running. Good. So now we find ourselves in this predicament. Let's look at what's going on here. Okay, so all of this carbon dioxide, whew, that is a lot, needs to go down to where all the oil is. So let's make that happen. I think we just put the gas pump right here. And then if we dig out... Actually, let's dig those two out and put it down one, even just one lower. Right there, yes. Alright, so the beauty of having all this heavy watt wire out here is we can just pull right off of it. Right? Maybe... Okay, so then what we're going to need is something like that. So we can run the heavy watt wire down here like that. Works for me. Okay. Now the exosuits for this area are mostly for everyone's decor expectations more than anything else. Alright, so now this is going to need to be filtered. And this needs to be changed as well here for the hydrogen. So let's destroy these for the hydrogen. Because, as was brought up in the comments by a couple people, I believe, makes a lot more sense. Put the vent down below and make it a high pressure vent. Ugh, look, we got all this stupid natural gas in here. And then we've got all this polluted water as well, which we're going to have to handle. And naphtha. Okay, so we are melting some of our plastic as well, unfortunately. But what to do with the carbon dioxide? This thing is going to be pulling carbon dioxide for a while. It's going to be quite rare that it has to deal with anything else. That's the carbon dioxide. Okay, so then what we'll do is we'll go up like this, and then over, and then up. Perfect. Okay, so let's get our bridges going. Like that, and like that, and then we're going to need a ladder to make that happen. So we'll just ladder up this side as well to make sure everybody can reach everything a-okay. We can worry about the filter later, because this system is busted. It's not going to pull that hydrogen out of the top anymore because we've just got too much carbon dioxide. Just way too much. Way too much. So the polymer press, so let's look at this. The polymer press is made out of wolframite, but even though it's pretty much running non-stop, you can see it's getting cooled pretty quick. We'll see how long, because it has been sitting there cooling for a while. So we'll have to watch it and see how it does over a long period of time of constant use. But my goal is to not use the thermo switch and just try to keep this thing running at a constantly cold temperature. So we need more hydrogen in here. We need a lot more hydrogen. Let's go ahead and put our naphtha in here as well. Might as well. There you go. And now we're going to start getting rid of some carbon dioxide. You can absolutely believe that. Okay, so now for this area down here, let's say to here, and then this will be a high pressure vent, and this will be a gas bridge about like that. Okay, now so at least we have some place for the hydrogen to go. Still doing okay. It's pretty cold. We'll keep an eye on it. All right, how are we doing here? Now we've got some carbon dioxide actually entering into the mix. And we're starting to lower the pressure over here. It's going to need to run at a constant rate, though. We're going to need another exosuit, I believe. That's really what it comes down to. We'll stick with 4 for now. Because with that petroleum generator running, we have no want for power at all. This thing is all the power we could ever want for the time being, with our current duplicant situation. Okay, here's my thought process. My thought process is to try to get as much oxygen for my water as possible. This one's going to have to be made out of gold. Yep, this one's going to have to be made out of gold. Okay. And what I want to do is have it so that this can continually pump water into electrolyzers. Oh, we're going to need more plastic. That's okay. We'll get up there eventually. But I want to start, because this algae situation is grim. It's very grim, and and I want to get more duplicants. We absolutely have the food for more duplicants, the food storage, the workload. We could do with another exosuit dock, but I want to do it over here and start punching into the slime biome and getting this stuff. But we're held up right now. We're held up right now simply... Well, we have the electricity, but it's by oxygen. We have plenty of electricity. And then what? This circuit should barely be... No, now it's getting 960. Now, okay, so now this circuit is getting full use if the massage table is being used. Otherwise, it's still got 240 left on it. Okay. So what we can do is we can do another transformer and bring another wire into this area and have it just be for electrolyzers. But I would like the electrolyzers to run on this megawatt, maybe? What if we did the electrolyzers, like, in this biome? What if we just brought the water straight here in a long abyssalite pipe, right, that came all the way down, and then we just cranked out some electrolyzers down here and spaced them out in such a way so that... Oh, I don't know. It's more efficient on energy to have electrolyzers kind of open air in your base, and then just have a pocket where you catch the hydrogen. See, I don't feel like we have to do that, though, given the almost limitless power we'll be able to get with our petroleum generators. And yes, and did not account for power for the fertilizer generators, but I'm not going to worry about those just yet. Carbon dioxide's starting to build up down here. It's giving those slicksters something to do. That means we need to maybe open up with them. Get those slicksters exposed to some of this carbon dioxide. Even though it's going to cause some oil to go down there, that's fine, because that's eventually where the oil is going anyways. Is all down here. There you go. Look at that. Okay. Still got a lot of idle people. Not making enough plastic. We could go for a second polymer press. Let's give it a shot. We might as well. Now, this polymer press we're going to make out of gold. See, but it's not going to have the Weezeworts. It's not going to be a fair test. Unless, here's what we'll do. We'll demolish this Weezewort and we'll move it over here. Right? Right. But the hydrogen's going to be thicker on that end, so... well, we're not pumping hydrogen in currently. We have a little bit of hydrogen in here, not a lot. Okay, then we'll put the other Weezewort right there. And then that way they'll have a thick concentration of cold kind of right in the middle. Hydrogen, yeah, go ahead and empty that. Alright. Looking good to me. Let's mop that up before it gets to be too much, please. Now, that reminds me, actually, this thimbleweed plant is going to get... Oh, because of the natural gas floating up. Indeed. Carbon dioxide, carbon dioxide. Need that strong oxygen generation. That's okay. We're not going to worry about that for now. Ooh, but over here we're taking away a lot of the carbon dioxide, including over there. Okay, this is a redundant waste. We're going to disable this for now. And we'll just keep making that petroleum and no liquid intake. Oh, fear not. That will be remedied. No gas output. That is also an easy fix, I assure you. Yeah, let's do that. Otherwise, the two gases will be joining at this T intersection that'll be no good. So, and that's my experience, is that if this kind of comes into the side of pressure, it should join just fine like that. But if you join it so that the pressure is coming one direction and the other pressure is coming the other direction, and the first time they meet is at a T intersection, it can cause some undesired results. So I think the polymer press made of gold is absolutely going to get hotter. The question is, will it have any problems? Because if it doesn't have any problems, then it is effectively 6 of one, half dozen of the other, as far as which one your preference is. Let's go ahead and break that at least so we can mop it, please. 53 degrees now. See, this is the problem. with gold amalgam is it's going to retain its temperature. Let's see if we can get some more hydrogen in here to really give it a fair test. Yeah, this thing is working just as fast as it can. Hydrogen, hydrogen. We could try to put a pump here and break into all this and let all this hydrogen come up into here. I think that's a good idea, actually. Let's do that. So we're going to say pump right here. And for power, it's going to... Well, it's going to pull off the heavy watt wire, of course. It sort of has to. We're going to have to dig to the side there for the pipe for this thing anyways. Which then is going to jump across, and jump across again, and jump across again. This is good though. I promise it's good, because we're going to need to get hydrogen down here anyways. We're going to need to get hydrogen down here anyways, because, you know, I have a feeling this pipeline is going to be necessary in the future. No, I don't need that piece at all. All I have to do from here is to say, merge with that one, thanks. Okay, and you. Okay, so we'll delete those blocks, we'll deconstruct. If we're gonna be here, we might as well get this algae, right? I mean, we do need algae. And then let's go ahead and we will, scaffolding over here. Yeah, we'll just clear all of this out like this. Oh, if we can go one more. Oh no! How in the heck? Oh, Taku Samurai. Move to here. That's not good. That's not good at all. Let's get all that cleaned up, please. Oh my goodness. Let's clean it all up. Please and thank you. Okay, it's because of this. It's because of this right here, which needs to be fixed immediately. Priority 9. Come on. Sandstone's been delivered. Now what you gonna do about it? Alright, everybody, mop all of that up, please, and thank you. Goodness. Oh, look out! Are you really going to want to work in there, Edward G, without a suit? Ugh. Default permission is you can go back the way you came. You just can't come in, because otherwise Edward G is going to be trapped down there. We can't have that. Okay. This is going to be interesting. But this is going to get us the hydrogen we want down there. Ooh, see, look at this, though. I still think I still think for the polymer press, I've got to go with... it's cooling down. I guess it just put out some steam. But even still, it's gonna heat this whole area up. Gotta stick with the wolframite. Oh, it's already too much liquid. Okay, so now that that's been handled, let's go back and make it out of wolframite, please. And I'm sorry, I mean, I get some people, you know, they really like to use the gold amalgam, and I think that's you know, it's a totally valuable technique. It is polluted oxygen. It's just not it's just not how I'm going to do it. Let's try that. And maybe here as well, I guess. Oh, good night. Okay, so now at this point we can go ahead and get rid of these. And these, just to help the hydrogen airflow up here. Right, but it's not going to be hydrogen for long. Disable the building. Alright, let's go ahead and destroy these. Yep, there we go. Hopefully we'll try to get all that hydrogen up and out of there. Looks like my scaffolding was just about one shy. Getting that hydrogen to slip along the top, and then of course this needs to be taken down. Finally starting to open this area up. It feels kind of good. I think we can go ahead and dig those out. This polluted oxygen over here to deal with. Not a lot of air to breathe down there, is there? But we're doing good up here. And it's a good thing we dug out some more of that algae, because we sort of needed it. All right. And we're moving all the carbon dioxide in bulk down here. Oh yeah, that's very good. That'll give all of our slickster friends something to think about. The ones that aren't inexplicably trapped in the petroleum floating on top of their oil. Huh, well, we'll see. Not going to worry about that till there's a good reason to worry about it. We are making the plastic pretty fast. Waiting material delivery. And we still have more to go. Look at that. 1, 2, 3. And that's all the plastic in reserve that we have. Then we're making it twice as fast, though. Power can definitely be handled by the petroleum generator. The only real concern is that now the oil refineries are going to need a significantly higher priority, I'm thinking. I mean, these are going to need to make petroleum, you know? Yeah, there we go. Things are doing a little better now. Too much liquid. All the suits got returned. Good. Okay, we're starting to drain out the carbon dioxide. Alright, before we get any more dispolluted water, let's... Oh, it's still too much. That's not good. It's all just continuing to melt and fester down there. Quick, quick, there you go. Mop it up. Mop it up. Thank you, Shere Khan. There you go. Wonderful. Okay. Look at that. Hydrogen, enable building. That's great. So we're sort of unofficially but officially changing this biome to be our hydrogen-supported cooling biome, which is pretty exciting. So we'll just let this hydrogen bubble settle and get filtered out. Oh, look at this complex assortment of gases here. Vacuum. How much are we sending? 250 grams at a time? That's not bad. Alright, go ahead. Disable building. Thank you. How are we looking in here? Oh, yes. Yes, 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 very much, very much. Still getting things a good bit cooler over here. Now, what's that jar? Give me... There it is. Carbon dioxide. Empty that, please. Oh, is that the steam? Yeah, empty that. I saw hydrogen as well. No, okay. That should help. See, this one's still getting a little warmer than the other one. Well, it could just be that the Wheezeword's taken time to get everything cooled back off again. That extra hydrogen is absolutely helping our situation, though. And the plastic. Oh, we're getting all kinds of plastic now. Excellent. Okay, well, I think that's probably a good time to wrap up the episode. Again, sorry we're still kind of stuck at this 8 duplicant phase just because we're trying to make this oxygen last as long as possible. We're about to hit full stop on the algae situation for the time being. And that effectively means we're going to have to transition to electrolyzers. And we should have the electricity involved that requires that. But we're gonna have to figure out a system to get this. Oh, and look, even more hydrogen for our area down there. Ooh, nope, nope. We're not gonna leave you stranded like that. I promise you. Problem is we got germs over there. Right. That's why we did that. Okay. And we'll just do it like that. That being said... this has been Oxygen Not Included, episode 11. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you had a good time watching, because as always, I've had a good time playing. So come back next time, where Sylvia Fox will be rescued, hopefully, as we're wrapping up this episode, and we'll begin to start working on our electrolyzer system. But until next time, take care.